probably said this a few thousand times, but it doesn't, it really doesn't go without saying. This is an amazing time for me. That is the times that we come and gather together. There's an awful lot of conversation in the world about spiritual awakening and shifts in consciousness and the suggestion that this might be a time of greater awakening for humanity rather than just for the few. I can't really say. All I know is after 40 years in this work, the paradigm has shifted entirely for me in the way that we gather, simply because I am authentically, genuinely conscious that what really happens in these little rooms where we gather is different. It's different because we all know that we're all here sort of as the container for each other. We're not in the old model where the great spiritual guru sits at the front of the room, and even though I do speak for a little while, every time we gather, there's no sense that that's all about me. Not on my part, and I suspect not on your part any longer. We've come to the place where we recognize, I think, more and more of us, that we gather together with people that we resonate with, and if we don't, we may as well leave it alone. And if we do resonate, then what's really happening is that we're all contributing to each other. We're here to be present for each other, and I might even say to make the final judgment of innocence. The idea that the ego has borne for so long, and it's probably tired of carrying it, but it seems to have plenty of old muscle, that there's something wrong with somebody wrong here, and I know it because I can see it, is falling away. And given the grace of the heart, we may actually see with the eyes of the heart, I might put it that way, and recognize that the wonderment of us all, the one undivided one showing up and wearing these various faces and looking through these various eyes, seeing itself and remembering that as long as we thought things were going wrong and they needed to be fixed, or we thought we might have gone wrong and we needed to be fixed, that was the error. There's nothing wrong. It just requires a shift into a larger, more expansive, I would say hearted state of consciousness, where we really see in the way that infinite love or divine love sees. And it doesn't see any guilt. It sees innocence. So what I'm saying underneath all this is thank you for coming. I'm the recipient of this sort of redeeming possibility and potential as well. And anyway, let's begin as we always do with kind of an induction of the Heart Center. So bringing the hands to the heart, if you will. Even if you don't know what I mean when I ask that, just open to the possibility that there might be something here. We know now that taking a deep breath actually allows for a slowing down in the mental processes, and in that slowing down, the light of grace may well become conscious, come into awareness. So we call forth, taking a deep breath, and releasing it, and calling forth the grace of the heart. Another deep breath and letting go really, of all that has occupied our attention prior to this holy instant, this one right now. The holy instant that's always proclaiming our full and entire innocence and the wonderment of our existence. Without really knowing, sometimes we can't know what we're asking for. We call forth compassion for ourselves and for each other. Our capacity to appreciate the difficulty that humans undergo, having been trapped in the separated mind in defense and attack, just drops away in the field and in the wonderment of compassion. We all know not one of us has made it this far without having fallen into doubt and fear and suffering and defense. Compassion. It is for you and for me and for everyone. Then leaning back, as it were, and letting go into the compassionate embrace of the infinite. Feeling into and beneath the words, which are always only pointing to the great mystery of the grace and the love we sometimes term the heart. We call forth for ourselves and for one another, and we open now to a sense of innate harmony, to the still, silent realization that regardless of the temporary judgments of the surface mind, all things unfold perfectly. All things work together to serve our awakening, innate harmony, the capacity to see with the eyes of truth, the wonderment, the beauty, to see with mercy and understanding and profound appreciation for everyone and everything. Let us call forth for ourselves and one another and open ourselves to the healing presence, the capacity of the deepest truth, of being itself. To open our eyes to the wholeness, renewing, revivifying, regenerating, reawakening. We are this healing presence. Without needing to comprehend it with our surface mind, we simply open to being this for one another. Place ourselves in alignment with the radiance of truth, the healing presence. The capacity of the grace of the heart to reawaken us in less than the blink of an eye. We become the invitation to the whole or Holy Spirit. Let it make its only true judgment in me, through me, innocence and wonderment. The healing presence.